Today, I have an amazing guest here today, and it's a privilege to have him as the first guest in our third year journey. Yes, it's a privilege. This is our third year journey, so having you here, it's a privilege. Please help me welcome our celebrity guest. Yeah, he's a celebrity now. You say, yes, they want to make you feel special because you're a celebrity. And please, we have with us Mr. and engineer. And director, cinematographer, what else again?
I'm blushing now.
You're blushing.
I'm over the sky now. I believe I can fly.
Please welcome Mr. Olusegun. We'd like you to introduce yourself properly. So you're welcome.
Anyway, my name is Olusegun Oluwole. I've been living in the UK, I think for the past 19 years now.
Is it the first time you're coming to Nigeria?
No.
Okay, you've been coming.
I think my first time I came to Nigeria was in 2018, after I left in 2005. Actually, I left to study my education then.
Okay, I wanted to ask, why did you Japa? I did not Japa that again. Okay,
well,
you went for...
Well, Japa is not it's not rampant like this when I started. Then. In fact, as at the time when I left the country, it's not something I planned for.
Okay.
Yeah, it just happened, and you know the opportunity came, and I grabbed it and I left. So 19 years down the line.
And
so
you left and you refused to come back home.
I just told you I came back. I started coming to Nigeria since 2018, and anytime I come, I try to spend at least about 3 weeks or a month before I go back.
You went there to study. Maybe you're supposed to bring.
Okay, I see where you're coming
from. To build your father's land now.
Well, to be honest, yeah, that's the plan. But you know, a lot of things happened. Maybe we'll discuss about it.
Okay.
It's not so many of us that find ourselves in that situation that don't want to come back, but you just find yourself in that kind of situation whereby you struggle, and then at the time you'll be like, you know what, you better sort yourself out. Do you understand? Yeah. So because there are so many people that depend on you, and you'll be hearing from back home, they don't even care to know what you're passing through or what you're going through, because at the time, imagine going from Nigeria to go and do self-sponsor. So you have to, and you are not allowed to do more than 20 hours. So you'll be working at the same time you'll be studying. So you see our family back home. They'll be chasing you, something now. So they see you like you're living in paradise. Do you understand? You can't. There is no way you can explain, how things are going with you over there to anybody that they will understand. No. If they don't find themselves in your shoe, so there is no way, because the life over there is different from the way we live here, because it's not designed for us, because you're going there as an immigrant, you are not a citizen. So before you now have a right or privilege to what the citizens have the right to, it takes a while. You need to have certain things. Do you understand? So many people doesn't understand that. They believe when you Japa, so you are making money is falling on the tree, and then so it's as simple as that anyway. And
we Nigeria, we have this mindset that once people are there, this entitlement mindset, you have to sell, and they don't know what you're doing over there to just make ends meet.
Honestly, I won't blame anybody. You know why? Because it's not everybody, and I will keep saying this, it's not everybody that will build a house till they die. It's not everybody that will travel till they die. It's not a course. But if you don't travel, you would never understand what it takes, how to live, abroad. Do you understand? Because they have their own culture. So that you have to imbibe, and you are coming from somewhere. So you're coming with some kind of mentality, but you need to, put your whatever inside your bag and imbibe their culture, and for you to fit in to their system. So it's totally different. Nobody can, there is no way you explain that to anybody. No, they can never get it. So, and you won't blame them. So, it's simple. you won't blame anybody.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
so Mr. Sheriff, so would you now say going there to further your education is the best decision you would have ever made, or maybe if you had stayed back in Nigeria, things would have still been better for you?
Well, I would say yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, because well, I had a privilege to attend tertiary institution here in Nigeria. I went to Japa Tech.
Okay.
I read electrical engineering, and I was working with Guinness before I left. So maybe I'll progress, maybe to have become a manager or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
You know, but over there as well, you have to do some certain things to get to where you want to be. So I wouldn't say to you like, okay, the best decision, but to God be the glory. So because it could be worse, you know, and it's getting better, and it can only get better. So that's the way I will just, you know, leave it at that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I answer you.
So when are you planning to come back home?
Well, I mean,
Come back home. You say finally or what?
no, I will say this today, and well, I know so many people we throw some stones at me.
Okay.
I don't care. Yeah, Nigeria is the best place to live in the whole world.
Thank you for saying
No, to be honest, that's nothing. We just need certain things, you know, to put in place. You understand? When we get our leadership right, every other things will be, you know,
Fall in
perfectly
place.
okay. Do you understand? We have good weather. I've been longing for this weather for only God knows.
This hot weather.
Yeah. I still don't mind.
But you sweat, you complain of sweat.
Yeah,
you stay
do you
in a
know
place.
that sweat is is luxury.
Luxury for you?
Yeah, luxury, because it's been a while. Because if you don't go to gym, you can't sweat.
Really?
Yeah, because we have more cold weather or colder weather than sunshine or sunny weather like you have it in this part of Africa.
So that's ironical, as you know, when we
Okay,
as a soft weather.
Okay, let's look at it this way. Yeah, let's look at it this way. I can sleep here, yeah, despite the fact that there is heat everywhere all night. Yeah,
Okay.
I can still manage to sleep and take off my clothes, in as much there is security. Do you understand? But I can't sleep here when it's cold. Can you see the difference? Yeah, I can't sleep here when it's cold. So that's the difference, and everybody is longing to have that sunshine. I don't know what they call the sun part of vitamin, or maybe vitamin K, or can somebody help me, or vitamin D?
Vitamin D.
Yeah, so we lack that over there. Yeah, we lack that a lot, because we only have I think our summer begins from probably May, or let's say proper summer from June, and it's just for 3 months. And in between that 3 months, you still have to expect rain in between. Do you understand? So you could be planning a party or barbecue party behind your house, and then the rain will just it's not as fun as we have it over here. Do you understand? It's as simple as that.
Okay. Sorry, to buttress a question, she asked a question that are you planning to Japa?
Well, and part of planning to Japa is coming to to do what I would call side hustle, what I have passion for. As a matter of fact, me and a friend, I partner with a friend. We're having a concert on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, in Mori Okwala Park in VI.
In Nigeria.
Yeah, in Nigeria. So the title of the event is called Spotlight Concert.
Okay.
With Olumide Asombe.
Yeah, Olumide Asombe. Oh, you know about it?
It's my childhood friends. We grew up together.
It's my brother from another mother.
Oh wow.
So we spoke this morning. So we've been together. We were together. Was it yesterday? So we've been together. We've been planning this for So I think this is the 4th edition of the. I'm happy about it. So our billboard is.
Okay,
it's everywhere.
So if I get you right, you are trying to plan your stay, maybe to build a structure here in Nigeria, so that you can shuttle between
over
UK
there.
and coming back.
Exactly.
I think you want to eat meji labala. You don't want to stay there, so in case things but yeah, it's not total, but actually, but in case things happens, life happens over there, that you might feel, oh, I don't want to do this again. But I believe you've seen some other people. Mama, prepare your question for you, because I know all of you have questions for you. That people believe that it is until when I japa and I go there. I think we've discussed that japa issue here because then when you left, you didn't plan to go and stay there.
Yeah,
you understand, but you just found yourself. But
yes,
now people are intentionally planning to go there. A lot of people are ready to, against all odds, that until when I get out of this country before I can get things. In fact, people are ready to forfeit their businesses, as in family, marriages, relationship, children, anything, just to get out of the country. So is it that, I don't know, we are still here. Nigeria, not coming down to Nigeria, coming to Nigeria, you see that, okay, some things are still working here. We are still here, we are still pulling things. I think you came for a training, right?
Yeah.
With Alabi.
Alabi as well. That's part of what I came to do.
So I heard, knowing that somebody is in Nigeria doing something that you really needed so badly, and I knew that, okay, you wanted to learn something, and you know that it is in Nigeria that you can get it. So that shows that there's still some potentials in Nigeria, that people believe that, I think there's nothing good in this country, there's nothing we can get in Nigeria, let's just go over there. I think help us to just talk to people that have already built a mindset that until when I get out of this country, before I get things right.
Okay, well, I think I will split that into two.
Okay.
Do you understand? The first part is that if you want to japa, you have to have a reason to japa.
Okay.
Do you understand? You don't just carry your bag and said you're traveling without knowing where you're going to.
Yeah.
You understand? You need to make your findings properly. A lot of people that you think they are doing fine over there, they are struggling.
They're not.
I'm telling you, for fact now.
And to come back now.
Yeah. As I'm talking to you now, I'm in Lagos now. My rent, everything, they are direct debit. It has to come out of my account. Yeah. Do you understand? So that means as I'm in Lagos, even if I spend 3 months in Lagos, I have to be paying my bills over there. So, and now imagine, and then the place is so structured that if you're an immigrant, like I said, you don't have access to certain things until you become a citizen. So that's the reason why you see so many people struggle when they first get to the, wherever they go to, any part of the world. Do you understand? Because you need to plan yourself properly. If you don't plan they said who fails to plan
to fail.
So so like I said, is in two ways. You need to know what you are going there to do. Do you understand? If you have a good job here in Nigeria, you're doing very well, and you have a house a roof over your head, and then you're doing fine. Well, to me, I don't know. I have friends that they cannot trade that for £1 trillion. They come on holiday. Yeah, I have a friend every year. He comes with his family, and he normally does that during the summer period. Okay. Yeah, so every year, and he lives in Nigeria, and he's doing well. So I will not discourage anybody, but you need to know where you are going, and you need to get your information right, because you don't want to get there and be struggling. So many people are struggling, and they will not get to where they are going, and they will start calling you. And somebody gave me your number. Somebody said I should call. Okay, yeah, you call me. Okay, I'm talking to you now. What do you want me to do? Do you think I have a company here to employ you or what? Do you understand? So they don't get the information right until they get there, and they get stuck. So there are so many things are happening out there that people don't get me wrong. It will be for a certain period of time. Sure. But that period before you survive it, man, oh no. So it's not easy, to be honest, because now imagine you just get to a country. It's not immediately you get to that country you get a job. No, you need to get certain things before you there's something we call N9, national insurance number. You need to get that. You need to have a bank account. You need to get certain things. You need to register with the agency. You need all these things take time and months. Do you understand? Before agency will now, and the bills will be running. You have to pay for the roof over your head. So you don't want to, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is the reason why people, because they don't plan properly. They believe, we'll go and rough it over there now. And they will now want to become a liability on somebody. So these are the problem people face. But there are some people that they plan properly. That they know, okay, this is for the next 6 months. Okay, I've calculated myself. Even some people pay 6 months house rent ahead. Yeah, so as I'm going, I don't know what I'm going to face over there, but I planned myself, I'll pay for 6 months. So within that 6 months, so he has budgeted, okay, so amount of money for feeding, for transport, for everything, you know. So by the time he now get a job, it will still fit in within that 6 months. So do you see the difference now compared to somebody that just carry a bag and carry his children and family without planning, thinking he has somebody, a family over there, not knowing that family too, he doesn't know how they are living over there. Do you understand? So these are the two, you know, set of people, you know, that traveled. Some people travel without planning, proper planning, and some people, you know, they plan their, you know, their journey ahead, and at the end of the day, the ends justify the means. They enjoy it.
Thank you, Mr. Shegun. I think let's go deeper a bit, you know.
I'm all yours.
Now, you know, we're talking about the effect of some of Japa, of some people relocating without planning, and we see that there are a lot of effect on marriages over there. Nigerian marriages abroad, as in, what can you say about it? Because we've heard a lot of stories, and I know you are there, you are in the system. Why is it really fine? Nigerian marriages in Nigeria, you know that it's get your own problem, but you know, it's like when it now goes to the other side, other part, or another country, it becomes like unbearable. So what can you say about that?
Yeah, that is in two ways as well.
Okay.
Do you understand? Like Yoruba people, we say, "Kolon fun yon ni atokùnrin àti obìnrin wa, kolon fun wa ni ìyàwó wa, kolon de fun wa lọ́kọ wa." You understand? So
that's for the singles.
For the singles,
that
yeah.
Watching us.
Yeah. So yeah. So if you have a partner, you know, that is very understanding, yeah, you might not have a problem. Do you understand that money is not the issue? Because, like I said, over there, you know, let's put it this way. Let's put the cards on the table. Now imagine husband and wife in Nigeria before they traveled. The wife is probably earning 100,000 naira a month, and the husband is earning like about 500 or 700,000 naira a month. So definitely the husband is the breadwinner, carrying the responsibility. It's not like that over there. So when they get there, the wife could be earning more than the husband, because it now depends on the kind of visa they are having. Let's take the student route or route. They, you know, for instance, let's take let's assume the husband is a student, is doing his masters, and the wife is a dependent. She's a dependent on the husband. The wife is allowed to work more than husband, to do more than 20 hours, whereas the husband cannot do more than 20 hours. You know, because he has to focus to, you know, to come out with a good grade in the university. And now the wife is earning a lot of money, and in her head, she's like, okay, the husband is still the head of the family. She doesn't care, like, okay, you know, they are here on a mission. It's not like back home when the husband is earning 700,000 and he will still pay. You understand what I'm saying? So the money aspect, you know, is a problem, because we use one slang over there, like everybody's a leveler. Like if I'm dating you now, for instance, and you could be earning more than me, and when you are earning more than me, it's only if you choose to respect me, if you don't be don't be that, you understand? So to respect the husband, you understand, because if you want the spirit of pounds, so you choose not to be like, what are we talking about? I earn more than you, so why should I respect you? That's where the problem is. The value of the money alone is the problem, and it's the way people see that money. It's not the way people are earning the money. Do you understand? Because the husband, like I said, the husband could be doing 20 hours, allowed to do 20 hours a week. Now imagine the husband is earning about 800 pounds a month. The wife that is a dependent is earning about 2,500 pounds a month, and the wife is still expecting the husband to pay for the house rent, and the house rent is about, take for instance, 1,500 pounds a month. The kids are there. The wife will be like, "Oh, you are the head of the family, I don't care." These are where the problem started from. So why, I mean, okay, let's put it. So if
Sorry, could you just now say it is because of the money? I mean, or Mama, what do you feel?
it's one of the.
I think it's the personality of that woman.
Yeah,
you
well,
know, there are some women.
okay.
Sorry to say, there are some women that they ensure that they they put pressure on their husband to go abroad, to go and revenge on some things, because they know that over there it favors women more.
Yeah.
So I believe, how will you know, okay, you are earning more than your husband and you are still expecting the man to take the bulk no, that is wickedness to me. Abi Mama, talk
yes,
now.
that's one of the reasons why. And another thing is that, like I said, Tombati Sherry, if you're born well, like Tomba be da 2 or 2 be I don't think you see your husband struggling and then you want to put a lot of burden, pressure on him, knowing fully well that by the time he finish or his studies and then he's still coming back, if you get a good job, you guys still gonna enjoy. Do you understand? It's all about the person, the individual, and all this thing doesn't come out until they get to that country. Yeah, yes. The husband might not even know his wife until they get to that country.
And the wife might not know the husband.
And they might not. Yeah, so all these things. And like I was telling someone yesterday that it's hardly you see when two wealthy family marry or give their sons and daughters, to one another to marry. It's hardly you see them talk about money. I'm very positive that one of the things that you see them talking about is, he's cheating on me, when they want to go their separate ways, or he's not giving me attention. You won't see them, or Dangote's daughter or Tedola's son will be talking about, you didn't give me 5 million naira for, because money is not their problem. Money is not the issue. But like I said, before they leave Nigeria to travel abroad, the wife is earning 120,000, and the wife now tastes the pounds, like worry. And convert, that mentality of conversion, let's say, like 2,000 pounds into naira. I mean, if it's over probably 3 million naira, or if not more than, with today's exchange rate. So how come you won't expect such a person to misbehave? So vice versa, if we turn the table around to a wife is a student, the man is dependent. So it's all about individual character. That thing normally come out when they get to that land, like, shebo sheri lele. No, my waluri or so these are the problem, people are facing, and this is what is going on, I mean, you see everything over social media and all that.
So are you now saying in essence that money is the major thing that really
one of the reasons why, or one of the things that causes problem in that country today is money?
But in Nigeria, let's talk about Nigeria. As in, don't you think this money issue too is one of the things that really causes issue in marriages in Nigeria here? Or what do you feel? So that you won't think it's only abroad there that because it could happen here too, whereby the wife will earn more. Or what do you feel? Mama, talk now. Why are you doing that silly?
I'm sorry to but you, like I said, you do the conversion rate.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine someone that never thought she would travel.
Okay.
Do you understand? Now the husband maybe sold all his properties for them to have a good life. It's still all about upbringing. And when you ban it, come be on your man try be. So I be. Do you understand? To just be, they're greedy. It's all about me, high and myself.
Well, sir, why are you emphasizing about it?
I'm sorry.
But there's some men that want.
I just said if you turn the table around too. I just said if you turn the table around, because the wife could be the one to sponsor
the man, because I've seen that before.
And the husband will get there like, so if I divorce my wife, if I go and marry, a British citizen in the next, so the journey will be so shorter.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So instead of no,
like that
so
too.
Yeah, so it's leaky, so it's vice versa. But it's the environment. It's like open high, like exposure. Yeah, thank you, ma.
That will help aid it.
Exactly that. So instead of going through this, no, I won't be without what she has nothing to offer. British, okay. If I go with that girl, or if I impregnate that girl, that will make it faster. Do you understand? So, to make me stay longer or whatever. So, and they change the plan. So it's all about individual. Like Yoruba people will say, you don't know, ni more when you're too bad, so maybe you should help me. So saying you buy tea low, you no. People get carried away so easily when they get over there. They forget the sun and Yoruba not or many tea, won't you? Yeah. So they forget where they're coming from. So they just change, and you'll be like, I'll give you an instance. There's something that happened that I know. This one is someone I know very well. Yeah, he brought his wife to the country. Yeah, many years ago, he gave the woman a good life. Yeah, so yeah, the woman went to school. She graduated. The husband, because the husband was doing very well. Yeah. So he's earning about 500 to 600 pounds per day. So the guy is a project manager. So, and then many years down the line, they bought a big house. The house worth about 700,000 pounds. And in the course of this, the woman started, misbehaving. You understand? So telling her, oh, this is what you need to do now to secure, the house. One day they were just, in the living room watching TV, and there was a knock at the door. Guess what? It's the police people. And they opened, and she started crying. And then, the husband said, what's going on? And the police told the husband, your wife, called us that you've been abusing her. And said, we were watching TV now. And she started crying. And by law, when things like that happen, a man has to walk away for that period of time. Imagine your own house being advised to walk away. As I'm talking to you now, I think they've sold the house.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's all about, your person, your personality.
But sorry, I stand to be corrected. Apart from personality, because
you see,
some things cannot just happen. Something don't just happen. Perhaps there have been some. What? That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Just before, Mama. Maybe there are some things that has been happening before the lady just decide to go that extra. But because you can't say somebody that you've been married together. Probably maybe they have kids and she'll just wake up someday.
Okay, let me now tell you something here. If you have kids, the more kids you have, the more money you get on your children. It's called child benefits.
Yeah.
Some people fight their husband because of that, because of child benefits, because it comes to the woman's account. The government pay each child either per day or per week some certain amount of money, and by the time you calculate all those money, imagine you have 5 children. Do you understand? They are British citizens, and and then by the time you calculate that money in a bulk in a month, is a huge amount of money. If you're still married, there is a law. There is a way whereby there is a loophole in that law whereby you won't have access to some full amount of money.
Okay. Because
they expect your husband. So if you don't find a way to say, oh, I'm not with my husband,
to send the money away.
Yeah. So the law favors the women more than men. So that's why you see all these things happening. It's all, take it to anywhere. It's all about material things.
I think that's greed and wickedness, Mama.
That's why I said it's all about individual, your person. Do you understand? It's all about your person.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Okay.
I just want to draw something sitting in my mind. Okay, before we left this country, let me just say, for example.
Okay.
Let me take it from the beginning. Maybe they had a dispute.
Oh, conflicts. Okay, conflicts, yes.
maybe out of let's just let it go.
Okay.
And I traveled out of the country. You know, I can see an opportunity and make use of it against the man or against
The woman, yeah.
And where they find themselves happens to buttress the kind of things they want to do. It's just like here, I've not forgiven my husband. He did something to me. To me, everybody in the eye, they think I have forgiven. Now I get to UK. What does the law say? It buttress, it helps, it favors women.
Men, yeah.
I want to capitalize on whatever it is I can lay my hand on just to get at him. Now, we go too far. Either way, both the man
And the woman.
we go too far when we don't know when to stop. The moment we have started, we don't know where to stop, and that is why I think what is happening in marriages abroad happens because we get out from this kind of environment here where we know that Iya Madasi, Mama Madasi, Pastor Madasi, Ore Madasi, and I'm like, okay, Moti Dariji. But there and there, I have the money to walk away. I have the money to do whatever it is I want to do. I really don't care whatever happens to the man or the woman. And once the money is coming for me, like you just called that child support, you back on it to Ogben. And once it enters, everything coupled to it, I'm like, I don't need this man. I don't need him. I have enough. The children's support is coming from me as a woman. But I think there's a place as women, I'm going to talk to us now, we need to draw the line. Because what you would not do here in this country where you are, don't do it there when you go there. Because it's going to really affect your children in the later. It might not affect them now. You might think that they are doing well. Wait until they come back to their homeland. Or it might even separate them for life. So my own take here is settle whatever it is you want to settle here in this country. Because agree on one thing and stand by it. I have families there and I kind of ask questions. Well, how do you people manage, you know? And one of my younger brother told me, he said, look, Vicky, before my wife came to this country, we had something outlined. This is who I am. This is what I am worth. And as you're coming in as my wife, this is what you're going to be doing. This is what you're going to bring to the table.
Maybe that was why some men purposely they travel out and they will promise the wife that I'm coming back to pick you. And before you go,
coming to visit.
to visit. Or could it Abi what do you think?
I understand, because the moment once you don't put it on the table and say, okay, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. When they come, I have a friend that took a wife from here abroad, and like you said, we don't really know what happened. But what we heard was the woman too started jumping from one place to another, and the man decided to let her go. But unfortunately, little local Bobo licensed Boboyen as a medical doctor. But until his friends, they said, no, this man is not like that. They stood up, they talked to people, they went ahead, they helped him. But you know what happened? The woman took her boyfriend, she said it was her cousin, through the guy's money and the guy's connection. Took the guy to America. But inside his own room, I think he walked in on them adults. You understand what happened and all that. And the guy said, okay, man, look. Now the truth about it is, a man or a woman will never tell you
What she has done.
What he or she had done. All they want is, I want out. And because it's going to favor them, I want out. And I want out. But by the time you get to the bottom of it, you either find out that either the man is at fault or the woman is at fault. So what I just want to spell out is this. Please, for those watching us, you want to travel out of the country, with your wife, sit down, count it. Remember, London, America, Canada, or whatever, laws favors the women. There is no how you will do it. So sit down, understand the purpose why you are going there. Please, in case we have issues, what are we going to see? We have, like you said, learn to plan ahead. You might think that your marriage is blessed here on earth in Nigeria.
Until you get there.
Until you get there. You don't know what you're going to face. And by the time you get there, like he said, money is a spirit. And if it is not well managed, it can get into our head. And before you know, you say, I don't need you. If I can earn this kind of a money, I don't need you. I'll take care of myself. How would you manage that kind of situation? It must be managed, or else it can go ballistic. And that is why it ends. We're here in Nigeria, we hear that Nigerians abroad are getting divorced, they are shooting themselves, they are killing themselves. If you look at it, the wife was taken from here. Most of them were not married there. They were taken from here. So what is wrong? Why? Is it that are we going to talk it on poverty? That is it our poverty mentality that has taken us from this country abroad, and the man that took you away, or the woman that took you away and brought you out of to that country, all of a sudden there's a reverse. So there must be something.
I think it's poverty mentality, greed and wickedness, and bitterness, maybe
unforgiveness.
Unforgiveness and bad exposure.
Bad exposure, one, unforgiveness, because a lot of people that we've tried to talk to, some that we hear their story today, especially the Oko, which is in Nigeria, and the moment the wife got there,
you look for opportunities to pay.
And I would treat him.
Well, thank you very much, man. That's very, very insightful. Well, Mr. Shegu, I know we really, we didn't really drill you more, but I know this is a really big challenge over there, and we need to really talk about. Mama, I like the way you really expose that, but because the basis of everything is poverty mentality. You understand? Where your value system, you lose it just because of an environment, because of material things. You understand? Wickedness, unforgiveness, bitterness, trying to be revengeful. I think those are the things that really caused a lot of issues over there. And if you can't solve them here, you were saying something that they should sit your wife down, sit your husband and talk about. I could say, okay, but you go, no problem. When I get there, just then, I will be the most humble lady. What do you want to hear? I will pamper you, but what I will do will be inside of you. You understand? Well, I think that's where forgiveness, bitterness, that's just my take. But Mr. Shegu, let me hear your own final take on, at least you see them all around, they're watching here.
I think it's individual thing. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just anybody's personal. Your personality.
Okay.
I know of a family whereby the husband, the lady in question, she's a British citizen. The husband supported her to go to uni.
Okay.
To do nursing, and then after graduated, and then the wife was doing very well, and nobody knows about it. They support one. They're living. They are enjoying life. They're doing very well. So there are many of them as well. So it's like Yoruba people will say, "Enta konika, tosheka, ikatingbe
Exactly.
So it's all about, if you're a bad person, you are a bad person. Do you understand? There is no two ways about it.
So that bad people can change.
So, and another thing is, like you said, poverty, mentality, or mujuro lari. So that also is a factor on his own, because if you want to marry, you need to know the person you want to
marry.
Exactly. So because people pretend.
Sure.
So it is when you now get to over there, then you now realize, could there be tell her? So I think that's my take anyway. Yeah. So
I think for this people pretend, it's really got me, and my fear is for the singles.
Yeah, like the saying that said, the constant thing about life is change. People change from bad to good. People change. It's just that these days, people change from bad I mean, from good to bad these days, you know. So you don't know them. So
anybody that
so
changes from good to bad, the bad is inside the person before.
Exactly.
Some people might not know
That
until
they-
they get to that situation.
A situation, yeah.
Yes,
Or
some people might not have it.
environment.
Yes, some people might not have it in mind to
go.
go bad. But when they get to that, when they get exposed, when they get to that community, to
That
that
environment,
environment, it
yeah.
will just bring out the real self of who they are. But initially, if you ask them, they're like, "No, I can't do it.
can't
I'm
do
on
this,
the shit.
yeah.
I know." But when they get there, they will just see themselves doing it. So I think we should be intentional about what we do. Sometimes you might want to lose God, but when you are losing God, call yourself.
I call that they get carried away.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
People
Then
they
I
get
think
carried away so easily.
It's natural.
You know,
Then I
yeah.
also think with the kind of people you surround
Yourself with, yeah.
Yeah.
So
can also
Matters
help,
too.
because the truth about it, one person must be telling you something, and it is either for you to listen or to just do your thing.
And another thing, yeah, so like me now, for instance, if you complain about doing certain things wrong, like, you know, you complain that, oh, I'm supposed to do certain things, I tend to look into that thing to be a better version
Exactly,
of
yeah.
myself.
That is
So
it.
some people, they don't want,
They don't want
They don't even want
to
to
grow.
listen.
Yeah,
They get angry when you're telling them the truth or
exactly.
something
So,
about
and then
themselves.
everybody have right to their own whatever. So that's it.
It's true.
Wow, thank you very much, sir, for this. Honestly, I really appreciate your time out with us.
I feel very
and I
humble.
believe people will really learn from this because you know, Nigerian marriages over there is really, really worrisome. You know, even though our home too here, we are even trying to, because as a woman, if you pack your load, come on, go, now you go lose nothing here. You understand? But you know, over there, you know, there are a lot of things to get. But no, apart from material things, you know, we have to look at the value system of marriage. Okay, are we losing it out? You know, a lot of singles are even afraid of even going into this, getting married, because we talk about people, you don't understand people until you put them in some circumstances, in some environment. You know, I think I would just encourage the singles, please, number one thing, don't take God out of your choice, as in making choices about marriage. Don't take God out of it. You need God to really, really pick, as in somebody that is suitable for you, someone that is teachable, someone that you can journey together, somebody that you can really make things work, irrespective of the environment where you find yourself. You know, someone that can forgive. Marriage is about two forgivers. You understand? Someone that won't look forward to how to revenge, to take revenge on you. You understand? You know, it is someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Everything about your life is with the person. So you might choose to just say, I want to stab you in the middle of the night. You know what? You know, a partner that you have that you can't really entrust your life with is that one partner. So you need God. Number one thing that you need to really be intentional, like she said, that be intentional about what you want to do. Do you want to live to be someone that will be better? Are you teachable? Can you really adapt? Can you change when they put you in an environment and you just lose God? You understand? Please, let's be intentional about this. Not about ourselves, but about the generation coming behind. Please, it's very, very important. Mr. Segun, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank
your
you.
stay here for the little time you have to stay in Nigeria. I believe you enjoy it. I believe you've been eating enough of local food, pounded yam, amala.
I'm having fun.
You're having fun. Well, that's cool. Good to have you.
Thank
Well,
you.
this is where we're going to wrap it up on Just a Chat today. I believe you've really learned something a lot for people that are planning to Japa for a reason best known to you. Please. You wanted to say something? Please have a rethink. Why do you want to go out there? Is it for a selfish reason, for a selfish motive? Please count the cost. Think about everything. Think about the things you are going to lose more than the things you are going to gain if you're going out. So on this notice, we're going to wrap it up on Just a Chat. It's me, Bunmi Alabi, saying thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Segun. Thank you, MOG. Thank you, Mommy and Auntie Vicky, Grandma Vicky. Thank you. Thank you, everybody that watch us. Thank you to all our crew behind the camera. Till we come away again next week for another interesting episode of Just a Chat. It's me, Bunmi Alabi, saying have an amazing weekend. Bye.
Bye-bye.